Here's a 10-minute argument for young Earth creationism based on its main points. Young Earth creationism is the belief that the Earth is approximately 6,000 to 10,000 years old, as inferred from a literal interpretation of the Bible, particularly the Genesis account. Biblical foundation. The Bible describes a 6-day creation, Genesis 1. If taken literally, this suggests the earth and all life were created in a short time. Genealogies in the Bible, Genesis 5 and 11, provide a timeline from Adam to Jesus, which may calculate to be around 6,000 to 10,000 years. Geological evidence. Rapid formation of layers. Events like Mount St. Helens 1980 demonstrated that geological layers can form quickly under catastrophic conditions, challenging the assumption that they require millions of years. Polystrate fossils. Fossils of trees and other organisms span multiple rock layers, suggesting rapid burial rather than slow sediment accumulation over eons. Fossil record. The fossil record is better explained by global flood, as described in Genesis 6-9, than by slow, gradual processes. Sudden burial of organisms aligns with catastrophic events rather than gradual evolution. Radiometric dating challenges. Radiometric dating methods used to estimate Earth's age rely on assumptions about initial conditions and decay rates. Critics argue these assumptions are unprovable and can lead to inaccurate results. Examples of anomalies include rocks from Mount St. Helens dated at millions of years old despite forming in the 1980s. Carbon-14, found in diamonds and coal, which should be absent if these materials are millions of years old. Soft tissue and fossils. Discoveries of soft tissues, proteins, and even blood cells in dinosaur fossils, e.g. T-Rex, suggest they are much younger than the millions of years assigned to them, as such materials degrade quickly. Population growth. Human population growth aligns with a young Earth timeline, starting with 8 people after Noah's flood, Genesis 9, and the current population is plausible within a few thousand years. Magnetic field decay. Earth's magnetic field is decaying at a rate that suggests it could not be millions of years old. Extrapolating backward, it would have been too strong to support life just tens of thousands of years ago. Biological complexity. The complexity of life, such as DNA and cellular structures, points to intelligent design. Young Earth creationists argue that these features could not arise through random mutations over millions of years. Observational science versus historical science. Young Earth creationist proponents distinguish between observational science, testable and repeatable, and historical science, interpretations of past events. They argue that assumptions about the distant past, uniformitarianism, are not scientifically verifiable. Consistency with the Great Global Flood. The global flood described in Genesis explains rapid burial of organisms, fossils, massive sedimentary rock layers spread across continents, marine fossils found on mountain ranges such as the Himalayas. Closing. Young Earth creationism is grounded in a literal interpretation of the Bible and challenges mainstream scientific assumptions about the Earth's age. By pointing to observable evidence, young Earth creationism argues for a world that is consistent with the young Earth timeline and the Creator's design.